Hello and welcome to another lesson with Mr. Burns. We are continuing to work through the Lecky and Lecky practice question book for National 5. Today we are going to look at question number 6. Okay, the one at the bottom. Now, if you're familiar and if you have been using the Lecky and Lecky textbooks, you will see that some of these questions at the side have got these cogs, right? This tells you this requires reasoning skills. The question says a local council requires a disability access ramp to have a maximum gradient of 1 over 15. Okay, so that's the gradients of a maximum of 1 over 15. So I've written this using mathematical notation, right? That language there, that less than or equals to, is saying the same as a maximum gradient of 1 over 15. Okay, so it has to be less than 1 over 15, but it can also be equal to 1 over 15. Okay, it says the ramp is designed to be built onto a library. Does the ramp meet the requirements? Give a reason for your answer. Okay, now that communication mark at the very end, okay, give a reason for your answer. This is usually missed out by a number of pupils. Okay, that's a communication mark, right? You want to be able to explain these reasoning questions just using a sentence at the end. Alright, okay, so we know our gradient formula. If we had 2 coordinate points, we'd use y2 minus y1 dividing by x2 minus x1. In its simplest form, the gradient is the vertical distance divided by the horizontal distance. Now, if we were expected to do this non-calculator, right, you know that I'm a stickler for doing as many questions as we can without a calculator. So let's have a wee look at how we would do this. There's a number of strategies. Okay, so we've got 0.6, so we've got 6/10, and we're going to split 6/10 into 12 equal parts. Quite tricky. So let's make an equivalent fraction. Okay, pause the video and see if you think you can carry that on. Alright, so let's make an equivalent fraction. So what could we do? If we understand our place value, we know that this is 6/10. Right, how do we convert the tenths into ones? We would multiply by 10. Alright. So we've then got 6/10 multiplying by 10, which is 6 ones, and 12 multiplying by 10 would be 120 ones. 12 ones multiplying by 10, 120 ones. Okay, so that's us now got an equivalent fraction, right? This is the same as that. This is equivalent. This is equals. Okay, and now what we're trying to do is see if it's less than or equal to 1 divided by 15. Okay, so strategies for simplifying fractions. We want to find the highest common factor. Okay, now I've went straight for dividing by 2. Right, I see these 2 even numbers and I'm using that strategy. Okay, we could have easily looked at the highest common factor, the 6 and the 12. Then what I'm saying here is 3. Alright, so we have 1 over 20. Now you have to make a comparison between this here versus this here. Okay, so 1 into 20 equal parts versus 1 into 15 equal parts. So now you're looking for a strategy to compare these two fractions. Right, you could look at 1 unit for both of them. and split one of them up into 15 equal parts and one of them up into 20 equal parts, and then have a think visually, well, if that's getting split up into 20 equal parts, that's surely going to be smaller, right? That's going to be a smaller size. So this is definitely less than 1 over 15, okay? Another technique would be to compare these using equivalent fractions again, okay? So lowest common multiple of 20 and 15, 20, 40, 60, 15, 30, 45, 60. So we've got 3 of these and 4 of these. So we're comparing three into 60 equal parts and 4 into 60 equal parts. So we have less here again. Okay. So 2 strategies I'll share with you there to compare them. Now the question was asking, right, does the RAM meet the requirements? Yes, give a reason for your answer. So this reasoning mark at the end is very important. It's a communication mark. So we would clarify that. Yes, the ramp, because the question is asking, does this ramp meet the requirements? Yes, the ramp meets the requirements. This ramp meets the requirements, right? Don't think that you need to change the language in the question. Meet requirements. And then since 360 is less than 460. Or if you had done another strategy, just make sure you're making a numerical comparison as well, right? Your communication mark with your numerical comparison, okay, for your final mark. Okay, thanks for watching.